What's up, everyone? I've got three absolutely insane stories for you today. And I'm not going to lie, the first one stuck with me for a while. Let's get into it. So there's this guy, let's call him Marcus. For 45 years of his life, Marcus never wanted kids. Never. Not as a stepdad, not as a foster parent, not in any way, shape, or form. He was one of those people who just knew from a young age that fatherhood wasn't for him. And honestly, he built his entire life around that decision. He married a woman named Claire, who felt exactly the same way. They were the couple at Thanksgiving who'd show up with a bottle of wine while everyone else was chasing toddlers around the living room. And they loved it. Claire would look at the chaos and whisper to him, "Thank God that's not us." And he'd laugh because he agreed completely. Then Marcus turned 45, and something just shifted. He describes it like a switch flipping overnight. Suddenly, watching his brothers chase their kids around at family barbecues didn't make him feel relieved anymore. It made him feel empty. He'd look at his cousins posting first day of school pictures and feel this ache in his chest that he couldn't explain. His biological clock, and yeah, men have those too, started screaming at him. But here's the problem. Claire hadn't changed. Claire was 43 and had never wavered for a single second. Just that summer, she'd told friends how grateful she was that they never had children. And Marcus knew, deep down, that telling her the truth would blow up everything they'd built together. So he sat on it. Weeks turned into a month. He walked around their house carrying this secret that was eating him alive, rehearsing conversations in his head that always ended the same way, badly. Finally, he told her, and it went exactly as badly as he feared. There were tears, there was anger. There was that horrible silence that fills a room when two people realize their life together is over. Claire's feelings hadn't changed, and Marcus couldn't pretend his had gone back to normal. They filed for divorce. It was finalized the following summer. Now, here's where the story takes a turn. After the divorce, Marcus moved to the city. He wanted a fresh start, somewhere closer to family, more chances to meet people. He joined a walking club. Yeah, a walking club. And that's where he met a woman named Sarah. She was 30, intelligent, kind, and she wanted the exact same things he wanted. They were upfront with each other from day one. No games, no hoping the other person would change. Sarah's first marriage had actually fallen apart for the opposite reason. Her ex-husband had wanted kids, then changed his mind. So she understood the weight of that conversation. They dated for 2 years, got married, bought a house near both their families, burned through most of their savings on the deposit, but Marcus said it was worth every penny. They did fertility treatments, which were stressful for both of them, and Sarah gave birth to their son last month. Marcus is 48 now. He's exhausted. He says he's more tired than he's ever been in his life. But when someone asked him if he had any regrets, he said just one, that he didn't have the courage to tell Claire sooner. Everything else? He wouldn't change a single thing. That story hits different because there's no villain. Nobody did anything wrong. Sometimes people just grow apart in the most fundamental way possible. But Marcus took the leap. He blew up a comfortable life because he knew staying would have been a slow kind of death. All right, next story. And honestly, this one might be even crazier. So a woman named Jade has this sister-in-law, Vanessa. Vanessa married Jade's brother about 5 years ago, and at first, everyone loved her. Jade and her older sister Maya were both bridesmaids at the wedding. Everything seemed great. Then Vanessa and Jade's brother started trying to have kids, and they couldn't. Month after month, negative tests, doctor's appointments, the whole heartbreaking process. Vanessa took it hard, which anyone can understand. But then Maya, Jade's older sister, got pregnant. And that's when things went sideways. Vanessa stopped being sad and started being cruel. She was snappy and cold to Maya throughout the entire pregnancy. When Maya's baby was born, Vanessa didn't send a gift, didn't visit, didn't even send a text. The family tried to be understanding because, look, infertility is painful. But Vanessa wasn't just struggling. She was punishing everyone around her for having what she couldn't. Then Jade got pregnant. She was still in college, it wasn't planned, and she wasn't sure what she wanted to do. She told her mom privately, while she figured things out. But at a family dinner, Jade's grandmother noticed she wasn't drinking and joked, "What, are you pregnant?" And Jade's face gave it away. Vanessa lost it, right there at the dinner table. She screamed at Jade, told her she didn't deserve to be a mother, called her every name you can think of. Jade's mom tried to step in and calm things down, and Vanessa turned on her too. And what she said next? I still can't believe someone would say this to another person's face. She told Jade's mother that she deserved the stillbirth she'd had years ago. Let that sink in. She weaponized a dead baby to hurt someone because she was jealous. The room went silent. Nobody knew what to do, and Vanessa never apologized. Not that night, not the next day, not ever. When Jade had her baby and posted photos, Vanessa put up her own post saying, "Some people don't deserve kids." Just pure, uncut spite. Fast forward to now. Vanessa is pregnant, she's having a baby shower, and sent invitations to all the women in the family. And one by one, every single person said no. Jade said no first, then her mom said no, then Maya, then the cousins, the aunts. Nobody is going. Jade's brother called her, begging. He said Vanessa has been crying, saying the family hates her. He wants everyone to just move on and make peace. Jade told him flat out, "That's not my problem. Your wife said my mother deserved to lose a baby. There is no coming back from that." And here's the kicker. The mom has already made it clear that even when this baby is born, she has no interest in being a grandmother to it. Not because of the child, but because she refuses to have any relationship with Vanessa. And honestly, I can't blame her. Okay, story number 3. And I saved this one for last for a reason. So there are these two sisters, Megan and Lily. Megan is 24, Lily is 21. They've never been super close. You know that dynamic where you love each other, but you're not exactly calling each other to chat every night. There's always been a competitive edge between them. About 2 months ago, Lily called Megan with news. She was pregnant, completely unplanned, and she was terrified because their parents are old school, traditional, the kind of parents who have a very specific vision of how their daughters' lives should go, and pregnant at 21 before marriage was definitely not in that vision. Lily made Megan swear on everything that she would not tell a soul, not their parents, not anyone. Megan agreed, but she had a bad feeling about it from the start. The problem is, Lily still lives at home, and Megan visits their parents all the time. So every visit became this exhausting performance. Their mom kept asking why Lily was so moody lately, why she seemed like she was putting on weight. She'd look at Megan and say, "Do you know what's going on with your sister?" And Megan would have to look her mother in the eyes and lie, week after week after week. Megan tried talking to Lily about it. She said, "Mom is getting suspicious. I can't keep doing this. When are you going to tell them?" And Lily basically told her to deal with it. It's my news, it's my timeline, and I don't care if you're uncomfortable. But Lily wasn't just asking Megan to keep a secret. She was asking her to actively deceive their parents on a weekly basis while giving her almost nothing in return. No updates, no timeline, no plan. Just a text here and there that said basically nothing. Then last weekend, their mom sat Megan down and asked her point blank, "Is your sister pregnant?" And Megan was so tired, so worn down from months of lying. She didn't say yes. What she said was, "I think you should talk to her," which obviously said everything. Their mom went straight to Lily and it exploded. Screaming, crying, accusations. Lily told Megan she was a traitor, that she stole the chance for Lily to tell their parents on her own terms. Megan pushed back. She said she never actually said the word pregnant, but they both knew what had happened. Lily hasn't spoken to Megan since. Won't answer texts, won't pick up calls. And Megan is stuck in this weird place where she feels guilty because she did break a promise. But she also feels like she never should have been put in that position. You can't ask someone to lie to their parents for months with no end date and then act shocked when they crack. The thing that gets me about this one is that both sisters have a point. Lily was dealing with something life-changing and deserved to control how and when it came out. But Megan was being used as a human shield, and nobody asked her if she was okay with that. Sometimes there are no good options. Sometimes the promise itself was the problem. And that's it for today. If any of these stories had you shaking your head, drop a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.